-30 degrees, that's not the temperature, that's the wind chill. And at -30, frostbite happens in 10 minutes, your skin freezes, your tissues die, permanently. This is the reality for parts of the upper Midwest starting Thursday morning. But frostbite is just one danger. Hypothermia kills more people. Carbon monoxide poisoning kills families who run generators indoors trying to stay warm. Heart attacks kill people shoveling snow who don't realize how much strain they're putting on their hearts. Winter weather doesn't just inconvenience us, it can kill us. And over the next 4 weeks, we're entering a pattern that's going to test everyone. The question is, are you prepared to survive it? At the 6-minute mark, I'm walking through the exact steps to survive if you get stranded in your car during a snowstorm. At the 13-minute mark, I'm explaining how to prevent your pipes from freezing and bursting. And at the 19-minute mark, I'm giving you the signs of hypothermia and frostbite so you can recognize them before it's too late. If you could leave a comment with your city and state, that helps me understand where viewers are located so I can provide region-specific survival information in future videos. December 30th, 2025. 48 hours until the most dangerous winter pattern we've seen in years begins. Let me start with what we're actually facing so you understand why this matters. A blocking pattern is setting up that will dominate weather for at least 2 weeks, possibly 3. This pattern brings 3 specific dangers. First danger, sustained extreme cold. Not one cold day, multiple consecutive days of temperatures 20 to 30 degrees below normal. When cold persists like this, it finds every weakness in your home's heating system, every gap in your insulation, every vulnerability in your preparation. Second danger, heavy, persistent snowfall for lake effect zones and storm tracks. We're not talking about one storm that drops a foot of snow. We're talking about multiple storms, multiple feet of snow. Cumulative effects that overwhelm snow removal equipment and create impassable conditions. Third danger, rapid weather changes. Clipper systems moving through quickly. Temperature swings, freezing rain followed by heavy snow. These rapid changes catch people unprepared and create the most dangerous travel conditions. Each of these dangers individually is manageable if you know what you're doing. All 3 together over multiple weeks creates a genuinely hazardous situation. This is why I'm spending this entire forecast on survival preparation rather than just showing you pretty snowfall maps. Let's start with the most immediate danger for many of you, extreme cold and what it does to the human body. Your body maintains a core temperature of about 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. When that core temperature drops even a few degrees, you start to experience hypothermia. When it drops below 95 degrees, you're in medical emergency territory. Cold air pulls heat away from your body. Wind makes it worse by constantly replacing warm air near your skin with cold air. This is why wind chill matters. At 0 degrees with no wind, you lose heat slowly. At 0 degrees with 30-mile-per-hour winds, the wind chill is -19 and you lose heat rapidly. The first sign of hypothermia is shivering. Your body is trying to generate heat through muscle activity. If you're outside and you start shivering uncontrollably, get inside immediately. Don't wait. Don't tough it out. That's your body telling you it's losing the battle against the cold. As hypothermia progresses, shivering stops. This is not good. This means your body has exhausted its ability to generate heat. Next comes confusion, slurred speech, loss of coordination. People in this stage often make fatal decisions like taking off clothing because they feel hot, even though they're freezing. This is called paradoxical undressing, and it's a sign of severe hypothermia. If you find someone who's confused, stumbling, or has stopped shivering in cold conditions, this is a medical emergency. Get them inside. Get them warm gradually, not rapidly. Call 911. Severe hypothermia requires medical treatment. Frostbite is different from hypothermia. Frostbite is localized tissue damage from freezing. It typically affects fingers, toes, nose, ears, and cheeks, areas with poor circulation and high exposure. Early frostbite, called frost nip, causes numbness and pale skin. If you catch it at this stage, gentle rewarming prevents permanent damage. Deeper frostbite causes hard, waxy-looking skin. The tissue is actually frozen. This requires medical treatment. Do not rub frostbitten tissue. Do not use direct heat like a space heater or fireplace. Gradual rewarming with body heat or lukewarm water is the correct approach. At -10 wind chill, frostbite can occur in 30 minutes. At -20, 15 to 30 minutes. At -30, 10 minutes. At -50, 5 minutes. These aren't theoretical. These are the conditions parts of the country will experience over the next 2 weeks. How do you protect yourself? Dress in layers. This is critical. Multiple thin layers trap air between them. Air is an excellent insulator. One thick layer doesn't work as well as 3 thin layers. Base layer should be synthetic or wool that wicks moisture away from your skin, not cotton. Cotton holds moisture and will make you colder. Insulation layer should trap air. Fleece works well. Down works if it stays dry. Outer layer should block wind and repel moisture. A windproof, water-resistant jacket. Cover your extremities. Insulated gloves or mittens. Mittens are warmer because your fingers share heat. Thick socks, insulated boots, hat that covers your ears, scarf or face mask. No exposed skin in extreme wind chills, period. Now, I promised you at the 6-minute mark I'd walk through what to do if you get stranded in your car during a snowstorm. We're past that, so let me deliver. First scenario, your car goes off the road or gets stuck in heavy snow. What do you do? Step 1, stay with your vehicle unless you can see a building very close by. And I mean close enough that you're absolutely certain you can reach it. Every year, people die because they leave their vehicle to walk for help and they get disoriented in blowing snow. Your vehicle provides shelter. Use it. Step 2, call for help. 911. Tell them where you are as specifically as possible. What road, what mile marker, if you know it, what landmarks you can see. Tell them you're stranded but safe in your vehicle. Then conserve your phone battery. Don't scroll social media. Your phone is your lifeline. Step 3, make yourself visible. Tie a bright-colored cloth to your antenna or door handle. At night, turn on your dome light periodically so rescuers can see you. During the day, raise your hood to signal distress. Step 4, manage your heat. You can run your engine for warmth, but this is where people die if they're not careful. Before you start the engine, get out and make absolutely certain your exhaust pipe is not blocked by snow. Carbon monoxide is odorless, colorless, and deadly. It can kill you while you sleep, and you'll never know. If your exhaust is clear, run the engine for about 10 minutes every hour. Not continuously, you'll run out of gas. While the engine runs, crack a window on the side away from the wind at least 1 inch. This provides fresh air ventilation and prevents carbon monoxide buildup. Between engine runs, use blankets. If you don't have blankets, floor mats can provide insulation if you sit on them. Newspapers can be crumpled and stuffed inside your jacket for insulation. Step 5, stay hydrated and maintain energy. If you have food and water in your car, ration it. You don't know how long you'll be there. Eat small amounts regularly to maintain body heat. Step 6, move around periodically. Clap your hands, wiggle your toes, do isometric exercises where you tense and relax muscles. This maintains circulation and generates body heat. But don't exert yourself so much that you sweat. Wet clothing makes you colder. Step 7, if you have multiple people in the car, huddle together. Shared body heat works. This is why I've been emphasizing emergency car kits. Blanket, food, water, flashlight, first aid kit, phone charger, shovel, sand or kitty litter. Keep these in your vehicle from November through March. They could save your life. Proverbs 22:3 tells us, "The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty." If weather is dangerous, don't travel. But if you must travel, be prudent, be prepared. Now let's talk about home heating and the dangers that come with power outages during extreme cold. Your primary heat source is probably a furnace or heat pump. What happens if it fails during a week where temperatures don't get above 10 degrees? First, you need backup heat. If you have a fireplace or wood stove, make sure you have firewood and that your chimney is clear. If you have a generator, make sure it works and you have fuel. Critical safety point about generators. Never, ever run a generator indoors or in an attached garage. Carbon monoxide from generators kills families every year. The generator must be at least 20 feet away from your house, outside, with good ventilation. Use heavy-duty extension cords rated for outdoor use to bring power into your house. If you don't have a fireplace or generator, identify the smallest room in your house that you can close off and heat with body warmth alone. Usually this is a bathroom or small bedroom. Hang blankets over windows and doorways to trap heat. Close vents in other rooms. Concentrate everyone in this one space. In extreme situations, you can set up a camping tent inside this room for additional insulation. Body heat alone can keep a small, enclosed space above freezing. At the 13-minute mark, I promised information about preventing frozen pipes. Here it is. Water pipes freeze when temperature drops below 32 degrees. When water freezes, it expands. When it expands inside a pipe, the pipe bursts. When the ice melts, you have water flooding your house. Frozen pipe damage costs thousands of dollars. Prevention is simple. First, know where your pipes are. Pipes in exterior walls, in unheated crawl spaces, in attics. These are most vulnerable. Second, keep cabinet doors open under sinks to allow warm air to circulate around pipes. Third, let faucets drip slightly. Moving water is much less likely to freeze than standing water. Yes, you're wasting a bit of water, but the cost of that wasted water is nothing compared to the cost of burst pipe damage. Fourth, if you have pipes in unheated areas, consider wrapping them with insulation or heat tape before cold weather hits. Fifth, know where your main water shutoff valve is. If a pipe does burst, shutting off the main valve immediately minimizes flooding damage. Sixth, if you're leaving your house for an extended period during cold weather, don't turn your heat off. Keep it at least 55 degrees. The cost of heating an empty house is less than the cost of frozen pipe damage. If pipes do freeze but haven't burst yet, you'll know because no water comes out when you turn on the faucet. If this happens, open the faucet and apply gentle heat to the frozen section of pipe. A hairdryer works. Warm towels work. Never use an open flame or high heat device. You can melt the pipe or start a fire. Now let's talk about snow removal and why it's more dangerous than people realize. Shoveling snow is extremely intense cardiovascular exercise. You're lifting heavy weight repeatedly while breathing cold air that constricts your blood vessels. This combination creates perfect conditions for heart attacks. Every year, dozens of people die while shoveling snow. Most are men over age 55. Most didn't have a history of heart problems, or if they did, they thought they were healthy enough to shovel. If you're over 50, if you have any heart risk factors, if you're not in good physical condition, do not shovel snow yourself. Hire someone. Use a snowblower. Ask neighbors for help. Your pride is not worth your life. If you must shovel, do it safely. Take frequent breaks. Every 10 to 15 minutes, stop and rest. Stay hydrated. Drink water, even though it's cold outside. Dehydration increases heart attack risk. Push snow instead of lifting it when possible. When you must lift, use your legs, not your back, small amounts at a time. If you feel chest pain, pressure, or tightness, stop immediately. If you feel short of breath beyond normal exertion, stop. If you feel dizzy or nauseous, stop. These are warning signs of heart attack. Call 911. Ecclesiastes 3:1 tells us, "There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. There is a time to shovel snow. There is also a time to recognize you shouldn't and to ask for help." At the 19-minute mark, I promised signs of hypothermia and frostbite. I covered those earlier, but let me give you a quick reference summary. Hypothermia signs. Shivering, then stopping shivering. Confusion. Slurred speech, loss of coordination, drowsiness, appearing drunk when not drinking, medical emergency, get them inside, warm them gradually, call 911. Frostbite signs, numbness, pale or waxy skin, hard skin in severe cases, affected areas typically fingers, toes, nose, ears, cheeks, gentle, rewarming, don't rub, don't use direct high heat. Medical attention for anything beyond superficial frostnip. Now, let me give you region-specific survival priorities because your risks vary by location. Upper Midwest, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Northern Michigan, your primary risk is extreme cold, wind chills below -20 for extended periods. Frostbite and hypothermia are real dangers. Limit time outdoors. Have backup heat sources. Check on elderly neighbors. Buffalo, Syracuse, Erie, lake effect zones. Your primary risk is heavy snow accumulation and roof loads. Multiple feet of snow in short periods. Roofs can collapse under weight of wet, heavy snow. Older roofs and flat roofs are most vulnerable. If you're concerned, hire professional snow removal from your roof. Also, watch for ice dams that can cause water damage. Midwest cities, Chicago, Cleveland, Detroit, Indianapolis, your risks are cold plus regular snow events. Travel will be difficult repeatedly. Have supplies to shelter in place for a few days if needed. Don't make travel plans you can't change. Northeast cities, New York, Boston, Philadelphia, cold plus storm potential. Some storms might bring significant snow, some might miss you. Stay informed daily. Have flexibility. Mid-Atlantic, DC, Baltimore, Virginia, you're on the edge of winter weather zones. Some systems affect you, some don't. The uncertainty is frustrating, but prepare for possibilities. South Carolinas, Tennessee, Northern Georgia, Northern Alabama, your pattern shifts around mid-January. Week 1, you're cold and dry. Weeks 2 and 3 bring winter weather potential. Your infrastructure isn't built for winter weather, so even minor events create major disruptions. Have supplies ready. Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Northern Louisiana. Similar to other southern areas, late January brings potential winter weather. Ice storms are particularly dangerous for your region. Power outages from ice, roads becoming skating rinks. Prepare for possibility of losing power. Mountain West, Rockies, Sierra Nevada. Heavy mountain snow all month. Avalanche danger increases. If you're in the mountains, pay attention to avalanche forecasts. Don't venture into backcountry without proper equipment and knowledge. Pacific Northwest, Seattle, Portland. Rain, rain, and more rain. Flooding potential in areas that have seen heavy rain already. Mudslides possible on saturated slopes. Before I close, let me give you a survival checklist you can reference. For your home, heat source working. Backup heat available. Insulation adequate. Pipes protected. 3 days of food and water. Medication stocked. Flashlights and batteries. Battery-powered radio. First aid kit. For your vehicle, emergency kit including blanket, food, water, flashlight, first aid, phone charger, shovel, sand or kitty litter, full tank of gas, tires properly inflated, ice scraper and brush. For your body, layered clothing ready, insulated outerwear, insulated boots, gloves or mittens, hat, scarf or face mask. For your community, know your vulnerable neighbors. Have a plan to check on them. Share supplies if you have extra. Be patient with service workers. Show kindness. This checklist isn't about fear. It's about responsibility. 2 Timothy 1:7 tells us, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." A sound mind prepares. Power is used to help others. Love checks on neighbors. If you found this survival information valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video. It helps others find this information who might need it. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm posting daily weather updates, but I'll also post additional safety information as conditions warrant. Share this with anyone who might need it. This information could save someone's life. Comment your city and state so I know where viewers are located and can provide relevant regional information. Tomorrow's forecast will focus on the specific weather for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Tonight's forecast was about survival. Tomorrow's will be about day-by-day details. Stay safe, stay prepared. Trust in God's protection while doing your part to prepare wisely. Psalm 91:15 and 16, "He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation." God bless you and keep you safe through this winter. I'll see you in tomorrow's update.